Hello and welcome to A Spot of Positivity. This is Fabulous Food Friday and I would hate to disappoint you. I'm going to make you some granola and I'm sorry you don't get to taste it unless you come to my house, but I find granola to be a lot of fun just as a topping for yogurt and fruit. I do that quite a bit, or to mix with other cereals. If I want an evening snack, I have a bowl of cereal. I don't necessarily usually have a whole bowl of granola, but a little sprinkling of it, and it's a nice munchy thing as well. And this is a new recipe I'm trying from Mennonite Girls Can Cook. So, without further ado, which I really hate that expression, but anyway, I'll just go ahead and start. I've got here 5 cups of oats, okay? I've measured that already. We're gonna just measure as we go here. The next thing I need to add is half a cup of sesame seeds. I have a really wonderful little shop down the road that sells all kinds of dried fruit and nuts and everything lovely. So what I'm doing here, I'm estimating a little bit. This is almost exactly half the cup of sesame seeds that I bought. So handy. Okay. Bag. We need to have half a cup of pumpkin seeds. Again, I had a fun little trip to the shop yesterday, so lots of bags to open. Okay. 1 cup of coconut. Unsweetened medium coconut, but really, whatever you have. There we go. Actually, there's 1 cup. And 1 cup of sunflower seeds. And now here we go. I'm substituting already 1 cup of chopped almonds. I don't have chopped almonds, but I do have some ground almonds. I'm not going to put a cup in because that is completely different. A cup of ground almonds. I'm going to put in a 1/3 of a cup of ground almonds or almond flour. Now, aren't we glad we have these little things? Close that bag. There we go. 1 cup cashews, coarsely chopped. I have used peanuts because that's what I have. And I've got this lovely little thing. I grew up with one of these nut grinders. I grew up with a mom and dad. I didn't grow up with a nut grinder to take care of me, but we had one of these, and I found one quite similar on Amazon a couple years ago, and they're great. They're better than a food processor or than chopping by hand. It's low tech and effective. So I recommend a nut grinder. Now I'm mixing that around. Yes, so that gets mixed around here in the bowl, and it's got a lovely, lovely mixture. I prefer my granola to be a little bit on the chunky side as opposed to smooth little tiny crumbs. So I'm going to see how this goes. I'm intrigued because I have another recipe I do quite like, so we'll see how this goes. 1/4 cup water. I'm just going to pour it into, estimate in my measuring cup. 1/4 cup of vegetable oil. I'm going to use coconut oil. There you go. Now, what I'm going to do actually is I'm going to make this go around this cup, this oil, because it's going to help the honey get out afterwards smoothly. So it's nice and coated with oil. Now, let's hope I opened this honey already. 3/4 cup of honey. La 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 la. Okay, I recommend getting a local honey. You use both hands here. But this one I don't think is local. So I've decided, because local ones are a bit more expensive, that for eating honey or for putting it in sweetened little things, I'm going to use local honey, but for cooking larger amounts, I'm going to use slightly cheaper honey. So it takes a while because it's a 3/4 cup. Woo-hoo-hoo. Now what you want to do is set your oven to 350 degrees. I do this slightly differently, and so basically what's going to happen for you is you won't get to see the final product very well, but I will let you know how it turned out, because I like to keep it in the oven for quite a long period of time. So that's my honey all coming out beautifully because of that oil that was in it. I know it's not the worst thing in the world to scrape honey off the side of a measuring cup, but it is the coolest thing in the world to see it slide off with that lovely glossy oil to kind of help it. Okay, there we go. And I'll give that a little stir. Now here is where I might cheat, okay? You're getting to watch it. I'm going to see how this stirs together. Sometimes it helps to heat it up. In fact, some recipes tell you to heat this up together. I'm not sure if this small amount of liquid is going to be enough to lubricate this entire this entire thing of seeds and nuts and stuff like that. So I might add more. So yeah, I like my granola to kind of clump together and be chunks. So I'm going to see how this goes. Oh, it asks for a teaspoon of almond flavoring, or 2 teaspoons. I'm going to use vanilla sugar. Almost forgot. There you go. Add it all in there, and now we get to stir it around. So this is going to take a minute or two to really get everywhere. But if it does, I will be faithful and only use what they've asked us to use. And see how it goes. The smell of the coconut oil is absolutely gorgeous. And of course it has wonderful things in it. And not like a ridiculous amount of oil and sugar. Honey, you know, obviously is also sugar of some sort, but not as refined. So it's nice to have a bit of sweetness in our lives. This is coming together really nicely. I thought I might have to get down and dirty and put my hands right in it, but the wooden spoon, the faithful wooden spoon, is being faithful. And you know what? I think that is enough liquid to make it all work together really nicely. In this kind of bowl, you often have like some kind of escaped bits of dry stuff at the bottom. I don't know, this looks pretty good. Oh my goodness, I want to lick that spoon. I shall not. Okay, now all that remains, oh look at this, just a little bit here. Woohoo, left in there, bonus honey. Come out, bonus honey. Next thing I need to do is just put it in this pan. So I have a pan that exactly fits my oven. I've lined it with parchment. I'm just popping this in here. The oven is hot enough. And really, I'm going to keep it on for about 10-15 minutes, and then I'm going to turn the oven off, and I'm just going to let the heat harden the granola completely, and then I'm not going to break it apart. A lot of granola recipes suggest you break it apart as it's baking so that you have nice even tiny little crumbs. As I said, I like chunks. So. This is going to be good. So spreading it quite evenly, and it does dry the rest of the way. I'll say 15 minutes. I'm going to bake at about 15 minutes at 350, and then we shall have some lovely granola for our breakfast tomorrow. So thank you ever so much for watching. Actually, just watch me put this in the oven because nothing has been as exciting as putting this in the oven. Here we go. My lovely oven and my mess that you'll see. So that goes in. And I hope you have enjoyed watching. And please like and subscribe to A Spot of Positivity. Have a good day.